Ohio. I'm here to bring you my Tuesday video. I know it's late in the evening for this, but I had a doctor's appointment that came up. They had a cancellation and wanted to move mine up to 1 o'clock today, so I didn't get to finish what I usually start in the mornings on Tuesday. So I am bringing it to you now that I'm finally home, everything's done, and I have a little time. I just want to say to you before we get started that Stampin' Up! Um, bonus day coupons need to be redeemed by the end of the month. If you have any of those, make sure you use them so you don't lose them, okay? That was $5 for every $50 you spent. And if you were able to get any of those, make sure that you do redeem them. We have a great joint offer right now for $99. You get $125 worth of merchandise. Plus, you will get our new stamp positioner that has come out, which is a $49 value, and which is a great deal for you. If you have any questions about that, please let me know because I would love to be able to help you with that. And I have a special. If you order $50 for me, I'm in a collaboration with some other girls, and we have put together every month we'll have a project of the month. And we have a project for this month. I'll show you the flyer once we turn the camera down, where you'll get a link to a video plus 2 PDFs. And that way you will be able to watch those and, or watch the video and have the PDFs to do the other two projects with. And don't forget, if you spend $75, you do qualify for Stampin' Up's product of the month, which is some really pretty paper, and I forgot to print it off again. So, but it is really, really pretty, and you should, if you do place a $75 order, look at it and see what you can get for $5, because it's very, very pretty, and it uses a lot of colors, so, which is really good. I am going to real quick take and I'm looking up over my computer here. Just 1 second. I wanted to make sure I had my computer volume down because if it is not down, then we hear all kinds of background noise. So I have this up to where I can see it to kind of make sure I stay in line with you guys. If you are here with me, don't hesitate to say something in the comments. Just say hey, say where you're from, whatever. Let me know that you're here. I would appreciate it. Don't forget, as I turn the camera down, to give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you would, if you haven't already subscribed to it. That is a big help to me also. And do remember that I do put PDFs out for my cards. They are over on my Facebook group. Stamp Crazy VIP. You can just join the group, go to the files, and you have them all there. So I did want to tell you that, and I have it here somewhere. But before I turn the camera completely down, I'm going to show you my cat. And I have a cart, a four-wheeled, tiered wheeled cart right here where I have my stuff in the top for doing my video. But somebody else likes to lay in carts. So if you've never seen Miss Moxie, whoops, there she is, and she is in the cart. And I'm trying to hold my camera stand so that you can see her. There she is in my cart, just laying there ever so nicely. And I will probably have a fight with her when I try to get her out of there to get to my stuff. But anyway, that's Miss Moxie. If you haven't ever seen her, she here's me get ready to do a video, and Betty, she's on it. She's right here. She's down here. She is a very photogenic cat. And so she's my sidekick. So I am going to now turn the camera down, and here she goes. Now she's going to go attack the computer, which is always fun. So let me turn this around. See if I can get it. So there she is now. What she's doing is she's trying to attack my mouse. So let's turn this down so I can hide the mouse on the thing so she doesn't have to look for it anymore. Oh my gosh, what a cat, what a cat. And now she's sitting on my cards. Mox, you gotta move, baby girl. Move. Go over there. Lay down. Oh gosh. Got a cat that thinks she's a princess. So here are my cards I'm going to do. I call them a triangle DSP card. I did see one made on Pinterest. I won't lie to you about that. It's not my own design until I wanted to perfect it a little bit more. I didn't like the way it laid with what she had cut, so mine is cut. I didn't use as many squares, I guess, maybe. If you're looking at my finger, that's what I had to go to the doctor for. I had surgery on it today. They took the whole nail off my finger today. And it's doing okay, but I got this big bandage that they told me not to get dirty, and look at it. I didn't mean for it to get dirty, but I just can't keep still, so my band-aid's going to get dirty. So anyway, I can take it off tomorrow afternoon or Thursday afternoon, whichever one I prefer. So in the meantime, let me show you what I was talking about. Here's my PDF, which is going to give you a cheat sheet on how to cut these, plus the picture of the card and the directions and that. And here is our February 2026 project of the month for we're called the Marvelous Lollies. We're a collaboration group. And these are little sneak peeks of the 3 projects that you will see. You will get 1 video tutorial and an additional 2 PDFs to spark your creativity. So that's with a $50 order from me. If you are on my team, one of my downline, if you order $50 from yourself, then you get it also. Okay, so I just wanted to let you guys know of those 2 things. So here's what your cheat sheet looks like. That is what the picture is of. Now I'm going to lay it here if you would like to screenshot it so you can just make it bigger. And that I'm going to leave it lay there because it tells you that you're going to start out with 3 by 3 squares. You're going to cut the squares in half. Then you're going to take those 2 squares and cut them in half to where they're going to look like you'll have 4 of these then, because you're going to cut each one of those in half like this. Then you're going to take this, which looks like this, and you're going to cut this one in half to make these little ones. And that is what it's going to be. You only need 2 3 by 3 inch squares to make the cards that I had laying here. So I thought that was pretty good. I am going to lay a piece of paper where we see that right there, because I like using this magnetic board for this. So I will bring it in. I will tell you the sizes that we're using. I'm actually going to cut the 3 by 3 squares so you can see that done. So let's bring all of this in, and I will show you. First, I'm going to cut this one piece down because I forgot to cut it. I hope I cut that to the right size too. Let me see. Make sure I got both my pieces cut to the same size. I do. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring a card base in that's 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4, which is our basic fold for making a card. So I'm going to hold on to that, increase this really well. I had trimmed some ribbon and there's little specks of it there. Then I'm going to have a piece of, that's petal pink. Here is Mossy Meadow. That's going to be, I didn't either get that folded right or it's off a little bit. One of the two. And I probably didn't get it folded right because my finger feels funny. Now let's see if I can. If you don't succeed, so anyway, this is 5 1/4 by 4. That'll be on here. And then this is 5 by 3 3/4, and this is what we are going to put our squares on, is this right here. And then I also have a piece of that cut for the inside. I also have a piece of 1/2 inch by 5 inch that will go across the middle here, and it's not 5, I got it 5 1/4, I bet. I forgot to cut it down. But it's going to go in here, and it's embossed with the brick embossing folder just to give some texture to the card. So let me cut this down to 5 real quick. And now let's get started. We are going to first cut our papers. Now I do have flowers on there, so they will go in a different direction, but I don't think on this card it makes a big deal. So I'm going to take both of my pieces of 3 by 3 squares. I'm going to hold them together. I'm going to butt that up into where these two marks are, so it'll put it, the point will go straight into where the cutting groove is. I'm going to match this one down with the cutting groove, close it with my blade into the center so that I don't make my points bend as we cut them. So now we have this. So now I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it up against the straight edge, up against the top of the paper trimmer, and I'm going to line that point up into my groove right here. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to bring that down. I'm going to cut. So now we have two. Well, that didn't cut very well, did it? Let's see if I can get that in there without, unless I can do this. I bet I can. Yeah, there we go. It just didn't want to come apart. So there we go. We have those two. So we're going to do the same with this one. So I'm going to line that up. It's hard to do this with a finger that sticks out like a sore thumb. We're going to do that. I'm going to hold on to this. Yeah, that one cut easily. So then what we are going to take, so what we've done, we did that to that, took these two, and it actually made 4 of those out of each color. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of each color. So what I'm going to do is take one of these, and we are going to cut that into a smaller triangle. So we're going to lay that down, put our point into the cutting groove, and then we're going to slice that. So there we go. We have all the pieces that we need right now. So we can put this away. And we're going to we're doing this one out of a different color, just so you can see a couple different colors of paper done. I think that's kind of a good thing to do. So let's bring this in. Now this is why I have this magnet board here. This is a magnetic ruler that comes with it. And I want to move it up one so that it's more into the camera than what it looked like there. And I made sure that this is lined up right here. It's my 0 mark. So this is 5 inches, so it's going to sit at 2.5 on each side, with this being my center. I'm going to take a magnet and I'm going to stick it right there for a second, okay? So that's what we have. Now, I'm going to take and kind of move my corners around here so I know what I have. And what I'm going to do first, so I'm going to let you see this, and I am going to start out with my green over here because I want my flowers right through here. Okay, So I'm going to, and I'm going to just put these, lay these here for a minute. I'm going to lay that there, and I'm going to put my magnet over there on it. Then I'm going to take my flowered piece and lay it next to it. And what I'm going to do is line my tip here with this, and down here. I want those to kind of match. Okay, whoops, as I just do that. Because I'm going to make sure that I've got the right amount of room, or trying to have the right amount of room. So this one's going to come in here. Okay. And then we will bring in a flowered piece. As soon as I can get a piece. And that is going to go down here. Okay. So that's basically what we are going to have. So I can scooch this over just a hair. That looks good. Just like that. I'm going to lay a magnet on that for just a second. And I will put these up as I need to when I'm gluing those on. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to glue these first, okay? And then we're going to do the bottom half. So this is just so I kind of remember what goes where. And so I'm going to turn this over, and I'm using my green glue, the Tombow in the green bottle. And of course this isn't, come on, there we go. And the reason why is I can have a little bit of wiggle room with this. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it back down here to the best of my knowledge of where I had it. So there we go. We've got that one down. So let's go ahead and put this one down. And then once you get that down, you can press it down. These are really not hard to make. They look hard, but it's not really. So I'm going to turn this over, and like I said, I'm going to line that up at the bottom, and let's scoot that over just a minute. There we go. I think that's what I want. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Then I'm going to bring this one in. Tell you what, when you can't use your index finger, it's like, I didn't even know if I'd be able to do this video. Came on all of a sudden to have to go when they changed my appointment, and they wanted to, so I'm like, well, here we are. So we've got that down, and then I'm going to put this one in this corner. I did this morning on my Facebook Live videos, and I had a lot of people, because on my Facebook VIP group, if you use my, what I did on the video, my card that day, if you make one, then I ask that you go ahead and post it on the Stamp Crazy VIP group. So I had some people that did that, and I was really excited about that because I had quite a few of them, and it was fun seeing their cards. So what I'm going to do down here now is I'm just going to follow this, all of this. I'm going to line that up with there, try to kind of match this with that. And it all should come out in the wash, but we shall see, right? You know, there's always something that can go wrong. Unless maybe you don't ever make a mistake in stamping. I make mistakes constantly. If you know, people say, do Do you ever make a mistake? And I always say, you want to come over and visit my garbage can? It lets you know I made a mistake. So now I'm going to take this and put it right here. Okay, it's coming together. What do you think so far? Think it's something you might want to try? It's really a nice card to do. So this is going to come down here. It's coming together really, really well. I am liking it. The main thing of it is just to make sure that you have your papers turned to the way you need them, because it is so easy to make a mistake with that and put your glue on the wrong side. Of course, it's not the end of the world. You can always cut another one. That's what I always say. It's not the end of the world. Might seem like it. And then we're going to put this one right over here. Okay, there we go. We have that made. Now we have 2 pieces left over, and we can use those on the inside of our card. So let's put our magnets back up there. We will bring in our Mossy Meadow 5 1/4 by 4 piece, and we're going to mount this right here. Okay? Easy peasy so far. I like easy peasy. So let's put that there. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in this 1/2 inch piece, and it's going to go right here. And all that's going to do is help cover up any imperfections that you might have or whatever. So we're going to put that, whoops, right in the middle. As soon as I can hold on to it. Don't laugh at my crazy fingers. Can't hold nothing. We get so adapt with what we have that then we can't adapt to anything else. So that's going to go all the way to the end. And this one's going to come over. Let me pick that up. Can't pick it up without fingers. Oh my gosh. Come on. It's going to leave just a hair of... There we go. So there is that one there. We are going to take a piece of, let's go ahead and put it on our card base while we have it. And then we're going to do the front and the inside. Add some embellishment and call it a day. I'm going to make this into a birthday card. I think it would be a very pretty birthday card. So we are going to do that. So there we go with that. And I had a piece, so I laid it in here. This is just a strip of white that I had. And I'm going to take the Mossy Meadow. And I'm going to do this as a birthday card. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp my birthday. And I'm going to just stamp it right here. And then I'm going to take happy and stamp it right here. Ooh, don't push on that finger. Woo! That didn't feel good. Guess I forgot it was wrapped up. Let's go ahead and close this because I don't want ink all over me if I can help it. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it on the paper trimmer again. And I'm just going to trim my edges up and then I'm going to make a banner out of them. So let's put this in here because I want a straight cut. That looks about right. Cut it about there. I'll turn it around and try to do that over here. Might not be exact, but it doesn't have to be exact. Put that in the garbage. Save my other piece. I have so many of those pieces, I don't even know why I saved so many of them, but I do. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to take and I'm going to go up the center with a slit, and then I'm going to go from corner to the slit and make a banner. I'm going to come to the other side and I'm going to do the same thing. This one's not going to be as wide, but that's okay. It's handmade. Get those off of there. So that's going to end up going right here on our card. But I think before we do that, we're going to get us some ribbon. And since we have, oh, this is an extra piece. Since we have petal pink right there, I think I'm going to put a piece of petal pink ribbon right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut that about there. And then I'm just going to trim that. I can't hold it down with my index finger. I'm having a hard time. So I'll probably cut my finger. Hope not. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this right here. Okay? So let me, that was an extra piece I had and wrapped around on this piece. I love petal pink. A lot of people say they don't like that color, and the more I use it, the more I like it. So let's take, we're going to take the stamp and seal. Oh, everything's hard without your, this is a new one and it just doesn't want to come off. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just put some tape right through there, and I'm going to take my piece of ribbon and add it. Like so. Okay, we did that. I don't need this anymore. Don't even know how to put my lid on it, do I? It goes the other way. I really do know how. It's just, yeah, it's just, I don't know what it is. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add a couple dimensionals right here, and we're going to add this to the front of our card. Okay, now let's add some jewels to it and then we'll finish the inside. I have these out. I got these because they have two of the colors in there. They have the berry, like the berry burst would go great here to brighten it up, or we have the petal pink. I think I'm going to use these. I think that might just brighten that up a little bit. So let's see how it'll look. We can always change it, right? Can always change something if it doesn't look right. That's what I always say. That has 6 on it. I don't like 6. Now I have to put a 7th one. Geesh. Let's just put 1. Maybe, maybe, maybe. Maybe I don't know where. Maybe I'm just going to add it right there for those two. And then that 2, 4, 6, 7. That's a lot of jewels. But might as well use them up because once they're gone, I usually try not to use them, but if I have to, I will. So now let's do our inside really quick, and then we're going to be all done with this card. So what do you think? Do you like it? Will you try it? I hope so. So let's go ahead and put our inside piece in. Oh, come on. Let's go ahead and put this on the inside. And then we're going to take these two pieces, and I think what I might do is put this right here and overlap. I think I'll overlap the green. I'll put the green on first, and then the flowered one to the side. We'll do that. And add some little color into the inside of the card. And what I always say about this is I like to bring the outside of my card to the inside. It just gives it a finishing touch, which I really, really like doing that. So there we go. And we'll add this one. Let me know what you think about the card, and if you'll try it. Don't forget to share my video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel would be great. Whoops, I didn't get that down far enough. Let's go down with it. There we go. So there we have it. There's our card on the front, and then our inside. So what do you think? Gotta rub these down a little bit. There we go. So that is our card for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I usually make 2, but it's not as easy to do without my finger. You know, it makes me realize I take my fingers for granted. But anyway, we are done, and I hope that you enjoyed it immensely. And don't forget, I'll have What's Up Wednesday tomorrow, and then on Saturday will be my Simply Saturday video. So come back and visit, okay? And be creative when you can, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.